All right, cool. Anyway, guys, welcome back with another episode of Catching Feelings. I'm with you with Mbali. Mbali, it's been a minute, man. It's been a while.
Dude.
It's been a while. How have you been?
In a nutshell, Yosilo.
Okay.
In a nutshell,
I think this one's gonna be juicy. This one.
yeah, I've been a roller coaster.
Okay.
I've been waves. I've been a lot, but most part of it, I've been. I'm okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For those who may not know you, because I do know you, so the people might be listening or watching, and how would you introduce yourself as Mbali? Like, yeah, basically.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Really, is it? Okay, hit us.
Mbali is a woman of God.
Okay.
I'm a daughter.
Okay.
I am a sister.
Mm-hmm.
I am a mother.
Okay.
I'm a career woman.
Okay.
Still trying to build. It's coming.
Your empire.
It's coming. It's
Okay.
coming.
Yes.
I'm a career woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an entrepreneur. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
Never thought I'd say
Really?
that about myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a friend.
Okay.
I'm a friend. I'm a sister.
Mm.
Sisterly friendship. That's how I'm supposed to put it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I mean, you highlighted a couple of things, friend, sister, career woman, and all that. But obviously here, you know what we talk about here. We're talking about relationships.
Umjolo.
The whole dynamic, the whole shebang. But I think with you, particularly because, I've known you for a while now. And for me...
A while.
Yeah, it's been a minute now.
A long time. A while.
It's been a minute. I don't know how to quantify it in terms of time, but it's been a long time.
7 years.
7? Damn. Okay, cool. But anyway, but like where I'm going with is to the point of to say, you pretty much exuded like this whole career woman, independent woman. So with this episode, I just wanted to kind of get your insight of the difficulties, the do's and don'ts. Would you encourage it? Would you say it's easier, it's harder, stuff like that? So maybe you can just give me an insight of like how has your dating life been? Okay, like now we're in 2024. So let me say, how would you classify your dating experience in 2023? Because like now it's still early to kind of maybe put so just kind of give me
non-existent.
Really? I'm actually why?
Bayangishela, hey?
Okay.
Bayashela shame.
Okay.
And the shame, they are very polite. Some of them are polite. Some of them are gentlemen in doing it. Some of them are slightly... I don't want to use the term aggressive.
Ooh.
No, I don't want to use that term because you can never be aggressive to me.
Okay, just before continue, like, how does that look like? Because I want to give people an idea of the interpretation of being aggressive
in dating
from a woman's perspective, coming from a man.
So you'll find those guys that will automatically feel with I can have her.
Okay.
It's almost as if they're entitled. They know that I can have this girl. Okay. Who is she to deny this? I think it's a thin line between being big-headed about it and confident.
All right.
I think a lot of guys.
There's a borderline. It's a bit blurry.
There's a barrier.
Okay. Yeah.
Overly confident.
Yes.
And just being arrogant. Yeah, just being arrogant.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And do they portray that just through in terms of materialistic ways? Like, does somebody put their keys on the table when they talk to you type of approach? Or is it a thing of like already they throwing big plans so early on in terms of like, listen, like, let me take you to Cape Town, let me take you to Durban, or like that's what I'm trying to understand in terms of the aggressiveness that you're referring to.
No, you know how we women will flaunt our hair.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
say 100. This
Yeah.
is Peruvian type.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find men that will put their keys on the table. You'll find a man that will talk about themselves the entire date.
Okay.
You know, oh, I've got this business.
Yeah.
I'm rushing to Bali. I'm rushing to Dubai, and you're like, yeah, but
yeah.
Okay, have you even asked me how am I doing?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you even know what's my favorite cologne?
Okay. Okay.
So it's a borderline.
Yeah, I mean, like the reason I'm asking because I'm trying to understand where that comes from. Because do you think the guys who approach you in that way is because they already got a perception of you already, so they think, oh snap, I need to come right when I'm approaching Mbali.
100%.
Unlike maybe somebody who they meet in a pep or in a like a very conservative or very non expensive place. So would you say it's them trying to, they've already kind of assessed you, be like, okay, cool, I need to move like this?
You know, Silo, to be honest with you, 2023 and 2022 for me was exactly about that. Me reflecting on that.
Okay.
By saying reflecting on that, I mean the perspective that men have of me. It's a very tricky one because it's something I don't have control over.
Okay.
But perspective of the perspective that the men have.
Or perception.
Perception that they have of me is, I might say, it's been. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, of course. It's not going on TV. This is the podcast, right?
It's the motherfucker of all my relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it took me a very long time to understand. You could see their perspective.
Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, the perception of
their perception is actually has nothing to do with me. It's entirely up to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want me to elaborate?
Sure, of course.
Further on that?
Yeah. I think maybe just to give a bit of more clarity.
Let me talk about my recent relationship.
Yeah.
I met this guy through you. Fuck you for that.
What? No way.
No, fuck you.
We
you introduced me to this guy.
Work-wise, I did not say this will be a perfect partner for you. That was not what I said.
True.
Yes,
I'll give you that.
It was a work reference.
Ooh, this gin is strong.
It was a work reference. So it is.
And thanks, my friend. You know, you always have my back. You always give me work references. You know, you're a part of this empire growing. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So whatever happened beyond that,
for that reference.
Whatever happened beyond that was beyond me.
Okay.
I was even shocked, and you know, when you told me about it, I was even shocked that it even went that far.
I know, right?
Like, what?
I know.
But then we continue. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so when I met this guy you introduced me to, right, it was a work reference.
Yeah.
And I did help him.
Okay.
A year later, so I never lost, I never deleted his number or anything like that.
Okay.
I just saw a potential client and I thought he'll always come back.
Yeah.
Or he'll also refer me
Oh, you
one
might
day.
refer to another client.
Yeah, so another client. So I never deleted his contacts.
Mm-hmm.
He would view my status.
Okay.
Status is like every day. But anyway, who cares?
Stalker vibes. Okay.
No, not stalker vibes. I mean, maybe I was just entertaining.
Wow.
You know,
okay.
because I can be entertaining.
Okay.
Silo guy viewer ama status wami yawa viewer. Very happy with how I helped him with his case.
Mm-hmm.
A year later, he approaches me. I remember it was my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then he's like, hi, how are you? Where are you? And I'm like, no, I'm in Durban. I was in Durban at that time for my birthday with my girls. And he asked me what I was doing there. I explained to him why I was there. And then I remember he said to me, I'll fly there and just have lunch with you and go back to Joburg.
Oh, wow.
Connie, right? talk about perception.
Yes, of course.
So he thought that for me would be a 10 on. You know? We would see if I say to her, I'll fly down there for lunch and come back.
Yeah.
She'll be mesmerized.
Okay, quickly, let's just take a dip into that.
Yeah.
For you, from a woman perspective, like, did that kind of play in his favor?
No.
Well,
what do
considering,
you mean play in his favor?
No, because with him being able to do that, didn't it at the back of your head kind of also be like, okay, cool, you know, he's able, he's self-sufficient, you know, if he can come and fly to Durban just to see me and go back to Joburg, it means that he's serious, maybe again. So he's, I don't know, like so like what I'm trying to paint a picture of is that, yes, the perception was there. And also, I'm saying this because obviously, just from any woman's viewing or how they perceive a guy's actions, with him being able to do that, did it buy him favor? Unlike if it was somebody else who maybe didn't show as much initiative.
So look, that entirely depends on a woman's principles and morals, right? Yeah. For me, it didn't buy him favor because I declined.
I see. Okay.
Ne? Another thing, at that time, Imango was so cheap. Like, so what? You can fly in and out of Durban and we're at Sidway. You know, I knew, I already calculated with what he's trying to do won't even cost him $3,000.
Okay.
Not that money is everything, but it's not a wow for me.
Okay.
Right? Might cost him $3,000. We have that lunch date, and then he goes back. It might turn great or not. For me, it was like, okay, he wants to show me who good he can do things now if he can. Okay. And remember, I'm a career woman, so for me that's not a shocker. I mean, I fly to Cape Town to sign clients all the time. Yeah. You know, Durban is like what 45 minutes flight. So no. I wasn't impressed. So that's why I said to him, no, it's actually a girl's thing, which was a girl's thing. I mean, I was there with my 3 girls and I did not need, and I was there to explore. Now a guy from Joburg wants to come this side. Yeah. I was in my own era with my friends, having a great time. That's where I was. So I declined him.
You know, I'm also asking this question because it's a very kind of tricky scenario, because for you being who you are, yes, that might not have been a wow thing, but then for other girls it could be an absolute like tick like ticking boxes, everythings.
Mel, drop our panties down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So and I think it's safe to say like a majority of women could have responded to what he did very positively as well. And because of that, it's how maybe sometimes it becomes difficult for guys to kind of the other operate on a probability scale than a possibility scale. If 80% of women respond positively to stuff like that, the chances are you're probably gonna try to cater for that 80, unlike hoping that she's part of the 20%. You know what I mean? Just in terms of like the love average. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
You know, and again, it could have gone either way. But also considering that you guys end up dating, it kind of led somewhere.
No, it didn't. Let me tell you why I dated him.
Okay, cool.
I dated him because after I came back from Durban, I stayed about 3 months not talking to him.
Did about 3 months.
Call me. He would call me. He would ask me out on dates. I would decline. Yeah. And then I got to a point. See, one thing about me, Silone, I'm a stubborn one. Okay. I don't do something because of society. I don't do something because of peer pressure. I don't do something because at that time I'm probably horny, or at that time I feel like a relationship, or I need some sort of companionship at that time. I'm not that girl. Okay. So when that time came and I was actually ready to actually start dating again.
Which was
It was
3 months
probably
later.
number 3.
Which was 3 months later from that point.
Yes,
Okay.
it was 3 months later from that point.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, let's see what he has to
He was
offer.
number 3. Oh, wait a minute. What? He was number 3?
He was number 3. I was dating. I wasn't in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
I was dating.
You were dating.
Yes.
Okay, you still.
I was exploring my options.
You're Rasta. You're going through your Rasta.
I was trying to see which one fits, which one doesn't fit.
Okay, cool. So he was number 3 within that point in time.
He was number 3.
After 3 months. Okay, cool.
Why did I end up going out with him? With him. I was in that era in my life. Yo, ladies, don't do that shit. I was in that era in my life where I was like, I've got all these amazing men.
Yeah.
So nice. So sweet. I want to give them an opportunity. But I was in that era in my life where I was like, I don't want to be with a man who is already established.
I see.
I want to be with a man where we are on kind of same level, and then we can pick it up together and build our own wealth and be successful together. Yeah, I was in that era. Ladies, don't do that. Please don't do that. I regret it.
Because I was about to say that it's I mean, if you're still in that era even now, then I would be like, yo, you're part of a minority of women who want to do that. Because there's this saying that women wait at the finish line and they wait for the winner. And then they pick the winner. You know, in terms of like, as a guy, you need to make sure that by the time you cross the finish line, you've already been established, you've done well for yourself and all that stuff. And then, you know, they say men build and women move in. You know what I mean? So that's why I was thinking like, oh, okay, build with somebody.
So let me explain the scenario where I was.
Yeah.
I still have a great relationship right now with that guy.
Okay.
I had this guy who was asking me out at that time. Such an established man, owns a logistic company.
Yeah.
Already there, doing so well for himself, driving a C63 at that time.
Okay.
I got to tell G-Wagon.
Wow.
Was doing so well. The respect that man gave me, so humbling. Then there was this other one. He was white, from a wealthy family. And then also a very sweet guy, also very established. And he just said to me, listen, I just want to make you a housewife and bump you kids.
Oh, is that the white guy saying that shit?
And I want us to travel the world.
Wow, okay. With the kids.
Still am good friends with him, but he's no longer in South Africa.
All right.
Yeah, he's abroad. And then there was him.
Okay. Number 3.
Your friend.
Number 3, okay.
Then your friend, before your friend, there was a soccer star.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, soccer star had a child. And I was like, okay, am I ready to be a stepmom? I was like, you know what, it's fine. I can do it. And soccer star, very sweet. I had my own insecurities with him. I don't want to lie because he is
soccer star
in the public eye.
Okay.
He is
a
very successful soccer star. There are a lot of soccer stars, but he was one of the highest paid soccer stars in South Africa at that time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And very single, not married, because I would never, I wouldn't go to dates with married men. I wouldn't do that. So I was like, this one, maybe this one is gonna work.
Yeah. Just quickly, like, did you ever get worried about the perception of soccer stars in terms of how
I
they
did,
move? Okay.
I did, but remember,
is that where the insecurity came in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's where the insecurity came, and also, I mean, the DMs, yo.
Oh, his DM.
Yes, would show me.
Oh shit.
Would show me. That's another thing I actually liked about him. He was very transparent. He would show me the DMs to say, "Peg, these girls are DMing me," and then I would still scroll down and be like, "Let me see your response." And a shame, very sweet guys. Like, not interested.
Because you knew what time it was.
Politely.
Yeah, no.
That was him. Bought me flowers every week. I'm trying so hard not to say his name.
Wow.
I'm not going to say his name. And then...
But you see, again, going back to like right now, you just mentioned a key thing. You put your flowers every week. Not a lot of...
That's my principle.
Not like your average guy is not buying flowers every week. So would you say you've got high standards in that regard?
No, not entirely. No, that was his thing of trying to pursue me. That was his thing.
Yeah.
I like flowers. Release flowers, which are like 130 rand once a month. I would appreciate that. It's not a standard thing to say, send me a bouquet of 100 roses every week.
Yeah.
But that's what he did. That was his thing.
As
much as your friend's thing was like, oh, let me come into Durban. Asshole.
Okay. Hey, that's why we continue. Yeah, anyway, you're still lining everything up, yeah?
Yeah, so that was his thing. And another thing with him, the soccer star, it was obviously phoning me first thing in the morning. If he couldn't phone me in the morning, he would tell me, listen, I'm at practice, this is what's happening, but I'll call you. Before he went to bed, that man would call me.
Okay.
And so did them, but except for the businessman,
okay.
that one, the schedule was a bit hectic. Sometimes it's in the country. Yeah.
It was a bit unstable, yeah.
And then your friend.
Yeah.
Perception.
Okay, so we're still on the perception thing.
We are. I'm aligning everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he was still moving according to that perception. How he was moving. Okay.
Was moving to according to that perception.
Yeah.
But this is where I'm saying to you, the perception is an issue for as career women or successful women.
Okay.
Or women who are still being successful.
Yeah.
I'm considering myself as a woman who's still working at her craft to be successful.
Yeah.
He saw me. I can't control how you see me. You can look at me like that and you think I probably have 1 million rand in my account.
Right, yeah.
The next person can look at me and say, probably has like 500,000 or even less.
Oh, you're married to a millionaire?
Or I'm married to a millionaire. That's your perception of me. I can't control that.
Yeah.
But see, with him, this is where the problem was. He had this perception and he lied about who he was.
Okay.
So I had all these authentic guys who live their truth, who are pursuing me. And he had his perception of me, did not live his truth.
Okay.
So that Durban trip, that was a lie.
Okay. Which you found out what? Way after? Like when you guys were
Way
together?
after.
I see. Okay.
Way after.
Yeah. All right.
So talk about a proper con artist. So I hate that, Silo. I hate that with a passion.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like if you see a woman in her own lane, being happy, doing her own thing, and you want to be part of that, come as you are. Like the Bible says, come as you are. If you are married,
what verse is this? What scripture is this?
I don't know what scripture.
Come as you are.
There's a scripture that says, the Lord says, come as you are.
I see. Okay. I'm sure it's somewhere there.
I'll WhatsApp it to you later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anyway, he did not come as he is. He lied about owning.
Yeah.
He lied about discovering.
Yeah. Whoever.
This artist.
Yeah.
Okay. He lied about this. He lied. Wow. He's just a liar. That man is a liar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Everything about him was a lie.
Yeah.
Why? In the name of giving me an idea of what type of a man he is. I think he saw me, had a perception of who I am, and said the only way I can get to this woman is if I play this role of this character or embody somebody else so she can believe I'm at her level and then we can be together.
Yeah.
We can be together.
Yeah.
So he judged himself before I judged him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, with that being said, because obviously we are talking about career women, we are talking about independent women or self-sufficient women. For you, if you're to give men or guys in general any advice or just men of approach, what would you say is the top things that they should consider?
The thing they supposed to consider is that be real, man. You know? Okay. Don't come here with fraud tendencies. It's fraud. It's fraud. Let me tell you why I'm saying it's fraud. Okay. When you're going to apply for a Range Rover at F&B or a car dealership, wherever you want to, or vehicle finance, you bring your pay slips, they do your income and expenditure, all that. Score. Yeah, they check your credit score, right? Yeah. But if you lie and say, I'm earning 200K a month, and then this is what I do, blah, 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 what do you think is going to happen? Maybe they are going to give you that car, right? I guess it's fraud. Yeah. They are going to give you that car. Yeah. But now you are with a debt that you're supposed to pay a 30,000 rand car every month. And you know you can't even make 10K a month. What do you think is going to happen in a 3 months long?
They're going to take it. It's going to repossess.
They're going to repossess the car. Yeah. Because you are not true. And you're not being truthful about your financial situation. Same with the relationship. Okay. He was supposed to come to me and say, listen, I've never worked a day in my life. Okay. I'm a hustler. Okay. All right? I come from this background. I'm a breadwinner at home. This is how much, he doesn't have to say, this is how much I make. Yeah. It's none of my business. Yeah. But he can come to me and say, listen, I'm not going to be able to take you to dinner every night. Not that that's what I wanted. But he can say and open up and say, I guess that's the point of dating and going to dates and restauranting.
To get to know each other.
To get to know each other. To say, you know what? I like you because you're gorgeous and you're a classy woman. Yeah. And I feel like we can upgrade each other. Okay. In this thing called life. I'm hustling. There are days I'm struggling to pay rent. There are days I don't even have petrol in my car. You know? And maybe that's not your problem, Mbali. However, can I just make you happy? If it's not financially, there's other aspects I can make you happy in a relationship. Okay. I can wake up in the morning and go and dogo instead of getting you breakfast and croissants and all of that and make you dogo. Yeah. I can call you every day and ask you, how's your day? Okay. I can support you emotionally. If there's anything you are going through, I will listen to you. I will be there for you. Yeah. I will be your partner through dark, through light, through good, through bad times. Do you understand? Yeah. Not lie and say, I'll come to Durban. No. Be honest to me to say, I met my and he gave me this opportunity. And we are and in me, that's how I'm making my coins. Gigs can be great. Sometimes it can be quiet, you know? But when there's something, I will take you out, even if it's twice after 2 months.
Okay. All right. But then also, I think also maybe what I'm interested also to find out is that because ultimately ended up becoming his girlfriend, right?
That's what I thought.
Okay, but okay, like you thought, he thought, or whatever. But whenever you thought you were his girlfriend, where was that crossover point from you guys just dating to you now thinking that you are the main girlfriend or you're his person and whatnot? Like, what is it that made you assume that you're his girlfriend? Let me say, because there must have been something. I mean, from considering that you were talking about he started off with the whole flashy stuff, sharp. Yeah, you saw that. It was,
and not that I fell for the fleshy parts.
Okay.
I've already had other guys, remember, that are flashing these things.
Yeah.
Even better than him.
No, I understand. But
Yeah.
but you must remember, you end up dating him. I don't know.
Let
if
me
you dated
tell you
other ones.
why I ended
Yeah, no,
up
that's what I wanna
choosing
get to.
him.
Yeah, that's what I want to get up
Remember,
to.
I told you that era I was in of
Okay.
growing together,
Yes.
right? I was in that era.
Mm.
I compared him to the other 3 guys, and I saw that his net worth is nothing compared to
To those other guys, yeah.
At that point in time in my life, I was in the area of, you know what, I don't want an already established man.
Oh,
which
I
is
see.
Such nonsensic of me.
Okay, let me ask you, would you say he was a project then?
100%.
Oh, shit.
I love projects.
Oh, my gosh.
But a project is not a bad thing.
Well,
Why does society think a project is a bad thing? A project is it's an opportunity where you discover yourself and makes you stronger as a person. Because now, in being busy with these projects, there's challenges, there's ups and downs, there's advantages, there's disadvantages. It makes you stronger as a person yourself.
are you talking about the guy or the woman?
I'm talking about myself when I think I said I like projects.
Yeah. So you say it makes you stronger?
Yes,
Okay,
it makes you
cool.
discover yourself, whether it be a work project, whether it be a family project, whether it be a relationship project.
Okay.
So for me, comparing him to these other 3 guys, he was a project, you know, but not a bad project. As society would say, a project is a bad. There's no bad project, guys. A project is a project.
Yeah.
You work at it, and it's either it becomes a success or not. And in this case, it wasn't a success.
So in hindsight, right now, you wouldn't advise that anymore. Because I mean, I've seen a lot. I mean, like I've seen a lot of women online talking about when they help build.
Don't make a man. Don't build a man.
Yeah, don't build a man. That whole steez, that whole.
Based on my experience,
Yes.
my personal experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on my peers, I think we have friends.
Yeah,
we
of
talk
course.
be-
Yeah.
Based on the things we see.
Yeah.
So based on my life entirely and all the aspects I've just mentioned, I would advise any young woman, I would advise my daughter,
Okay.
or go to girl, if you are with a guy and useroomini lakhe, ulala
Yeah.
ngengubo kuphela, ungamthengeli bedding, my love. He'll sort himself out.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah. Okay.
I would tell my daughter that if you are going out with him and he looks a bit funny, find something in his closet, dress him up. If there's nothing, don't go buy him clothes.
Okay.
Why are we doing that?
Okay. All right.
I would advise any woman to say, if you see it's a project, be with it if that's what you want. I mean, I'm not going to say don't be with the guy.
Oh yeah.
Be with the project, but don't change him.
But ideally, a project you're building it, so it changes automatically, wouldn't it?
In changing the project, ne?
No, you in building the project, it changes automatically. The byproduct of it being built, it's gonna change. It's not gonna be the same.
Yes, but you must be careful in the aspects you change.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe, mind conversations, change him in how he thinks, give him ideas, you know, speak, but don't physically now.
Yeah. But okay, fine, cool.
I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm probably not.
Or maybe somebody
But
who's
you get
watching
what I'm
this.
saying.
What?
You get what I'm saying, Silo.
No, listen, like, okay, fine. Maybe there's somebody.
I can't articulate it or express it properly, but you get what I'm saying.
Maybe the audience, whoever's listening, can be like, okay, no, but I understand you and all that stuff. But then
You get
again,
the point.
I think, like, what I'm trying to understand, like, let's remove all the materialistic stuff and all that stuff. But what was it about him or any other person who maybe you've dated in the past that kind of was like, you know, it's okay, this makes sense in terms of the person, not in terms of the outer aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? Because knowing women, I mean, okay, fine, the mature stuff may buy you a chance, but then ultimately you guys there's something about the person that draws you in, or that makes you stay, or that whatever that gives you the whole hope. Or like something could come out of this. You know what I mean? Because that I feel like that's the most. That's
the way the connection
important part. Because yes, maybe the fronting, maybe the lying can get him in.
Yeah.
You know, almost like Kiki, and they be like, listen, I know Ban, and then you get in, but as soon as you go in, then you have an opportunity at least. And unfortunately, like, that's how the society operates now, which sometimes guys, they lie because they just want that opportunity to be able to get in, because already I've been judged by what I can provide. I've been judged by what I cannot provide. You know, so sometimes guys' approaches, yes, it may be wrong, it may be doggy, whatever, but they feel like this is my only in. I need to portray something that is appealing to a majority of women, which obviously success, materialistic, usually appeals to majority of women. And then maybe once I'm there, then maybe, you know, I can build from there, but at least I got a chance. You know what I mean? Because women are different though. Women can literally deny, and obviously you can attest to this, that you guys can deny a guy for the smallest thing. He's got his shoes don't match, his socks don't match. Like they're off, yeah, and already is like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So your guys' standards are so high that if there's something you don't like about the guy, it's almost they say that a woman is always looking for a reason to reject you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then guys end up moving over it because of understanding that. Go to, you know what? Yeah, she's gonna judge me by the way I look. Okay, fine. Let me go borrow my friend's Timberlands, or let me pretend like I'm this guy, so at least she can give me a chance. Then maybe mustn't get it. Maybe she can be like, you know what? Yeah, okay, cool. Let me give you a chance. And then once you're in, then you can be like, you know, you can be like a Trojan horse. You can be like a Trojan horse.
That's fraud.
Yeah,
that is fraud.
Or fraud or not, but that's just how the society. That's how you guys, actually, women have kind of trained women to kind of, because 10% of these well established or highly or high value men are getting the 90% of the women. Why is that? Statistically speaking, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, you may be a minority, which obviously is difficult to find, you know, like that diamond in the rough, like you, who you're like, you know, no, I'm not interested in all of that. But it's a very difficult thing. But if you're part of the minority, the chances are, like, finding somebody like you is very slim to none. It means that I'm going to have to, like, hope and pray. I find a woman like Mbali who, yes, I'll come as I am and I'll be honest and tell her exactly where I am. And she'll still be like, you know what? I respect you for your honesty and I'm willing to still give you a chance. It's a very, very, very small thing to happen. But now we're just speaking generality. In general, unfortunately, that's not how the market is. And now with technology, with social media, people are just comparing the relationships, comparing themselves to other people, thinking, hey, listen, I need to present myself in this way so that, you know, people like Mbali, because in most cases, yes, Mbali might say it like, no, that's fraud. But another girl, or maybe 10 other girls, I'll be like, okay, let's see what else you got. You know what I mean? And then they move in and then they do what they can. And sometimes there's a guy, even, let's say maybe it's more of a sexual thing. Once they have sex with you, it's like, even if you reject them, it's like, it's so good.
I've already tapped that.
I've already tapped. So, you know, I've already gotten what I want as a man, even though it could have been more. But then ultimately it's like, okay, cool. I'll keep it moving, you know. But you understand the dilemma, though?
I understand what you're saying. And in whatever you just said, my response to that is, that's just a spiritual problem.
Okay. True.
It's a spiritual problem because we all live in this world.
Yeah.
We all have 24 hours. We all have, especially as the youth.
Yeah.
Youngsters, whatever you want to call us, the new generation. We are faced with similar situation, if not circumstances.
Okay.
So by spirituality, that's what I mean. It's a spiritual thing. If you speak to Silo and say, me as Silo, I want a longevity relationship. I want to build with this woman. I want to be married to this woman. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this woman. If I come with this perception, where's the longevity? Eventually, she will see that everything was a lie.
Okay.
So let me shoot my shot in the most honest way I can. And then if she's for me, she's for me. If she's not, she's not.
Okay, let's go back to your example, to your experience. Let's say, as it happened, that the start off was a bit fraudish, as you would put it. It was
fraud. It wasn't fraudish, it was fraud.
For lack of better word, and then somehow, that's why I went back to the fact that ultimately...
And he was fraudish, and what else? Yeah.
No, but can I stay on track now?
Okay.
Yeah, but ultimately, you ended up, quote unquote, being his girlfriend or his person.
That's how good he is.
All right, cool, fine. Let's say after being officially his person, and then he was able to now maintain or be what you expected from him, from a man.
Yeah.
So now, wouldn't now then how would that also now? Would you still think that he was a fraud, considering that even when you guys became an item, then he started living up to what you assume? So basically, what I'm trying to say is that in the beginning, he may be fraudulent. Maybe, like I said, his approach is a little bit dodgy, but he got an in sharp. He gets an in. You get to know him. Maybe there's a bit of truth there. There's a bit of lie there, sharp. Then you fall for him because ultimately, he had to do something right for even him for you to stay as long as you did, right?
Yes,
cool.
Yes.
So now doing all that is right. Ultimately, then you are now fully into him. You guys are an item. This is your man. You're his girl. Okay, sharp. And then within that, because now you're with him now, then he starts moving according to what you expected or what you hoped for in terms of whatever you wanted in a man.
Not willingly, though.
What do you mean? Unpack that.
Okay. I'm one person, Silo, that doesn't like to talk about the negative side of things. Okay. Let me speak about the positive side of things, like you said. What was the connection between us? The connection between us was in the midst of him being fraud. He had a great personality.
Okay.
Not that the other guys didn't.
Yeah.
But his one was a great personality because we clicked personality wise.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I mean, we would sit all day and just talk about
anything and everything. Did he make you laugh?
100%.
Okay, cool.
And I made him laugh.
Okay, cool. So there's humor in the relationship.
There was beautiful humor in the relationship.
Yeah.
He was a great listener.
Okay.
Great listener. And I like that about any person.
Yeah.
He listened attentively.
So you remembered stuff that you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Can listen, but you must listen attentively. That's what I liked. And another thing, he opened up to me about his childhood trauma, which a lot of men don't do that these days. Yeah.
Or also because sometimes girls are not asking the right questions anyway.
Okay, maybe I was asking the right questions.
Exactly. Like, I feel like there's only a handful of women who are able to make a guy open up. It's not because the guy opens up. It's because he's been asked certain questions that make him be able to open up in most cases. Not all the time, because there's some guys who just like shut the shit down. Like, I don't want to talk about that.
Marasilo, that's what hurt me the most.
Which is
the fact that I got you to that point where we're on the same level, same ground, and you are opening up about your childhood.
Yeah.
But you can't open up to me about what's happening currently in your life.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, cool.
That's what hurt me.
So that's, okay.
That's what broke me.
Yeah.
To say, I thought I knew you. If you can tell me about the traumas you went through when you were 6 years old, why are you not telling me right now that you are stealing Lindo's money?
Okay. But I mean, like, that's not something you go around telling anybody. I mean, come on.
But this is why I appreciate gangsters more than corporate guys. Or these hustlers. These hustlers are silo. I appreciate gangsters. You know why? Because a gangster guy will tell you, Ntwana, yaphuma manje.
Yeah.
You're grounding. You panda. And this is the life I live.
Yeah.
When Silo, you're gonna be so corny about it. I've got a meeting. Well, exactly. We're sitting here in the house for like the whole day, the entire day, or for the past 2 days you've been sitting home. But when I call you and I'm like, Silo, what are you doing, babe? What are you up to, my love? Then you're gonna be like, meeting, a hustler. That's what you guys do. It's gebeng Silo. Abo shabe shit. Bakutshele nana, go quiet. My love is quiet. And get dry. Nana get dry.
I don't know. Like, you've been rolling some other hustlers, man. I hang out with the hustlers. So please, what's finding this in part?
But why if I'm in a relationship with you and I can say to you, Silo,
yeah,
I don't have petrol.
Yeah.
Why can't you say back to say, okay, I know you don't have petrol. Things have been tough, like I told you.
Yeah.
I'll make a plan, or I can't make a plan, my love. You make a plan. Nyagwas, when you do have money, you give me money. But why crucify yourself before I crucify you? Or before you even hear where my mindset is at?
Oh, okay. Like, what do you mean crucify myself?
I mean, like, you judge yourself. Like, for example, let's say me and you were dating.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have money for petrol.
Yeah.
Right? And I also don't have money for petrol. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you think if I ask you for money for petrol, and then if you say I don't have, you automatically think I'm going to start talking shit about you to say, this one is a broke.
Because that's what you guys do.
Not all of us.
But you see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but the thing
but
is
not
like,
all of us.
I
But
know.
that's your trauma. Past relationships, don't apply that to me. You in a new relationship with me.
No, but either way,
don't bring your past traumas into new relationship. So now you've already crucified yourself.
Listen, I think just quickly. I think you see like what you're talking about. It's maybe when you've gotten to a certain point. That's how with me. Like when it comes to relationships, I feel like there's a first time for every kind of encounter. There's the first time I'm going to see you happy. There's the first time I'm going to see you angry. There's the first time I'm going to see you disappointed. And until I've experienced
what you're talking about.
Yeah. So until I've actually experienced those elements from you.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things that maybe I might not be fully able to comprehend because I've not gone through something of that magnitude with you. So I don't know how you handle certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Until maybe I'm like, there was a time when shit went south and I saw how Mbali is when she gets angry or what ticked her off. And we got past that. Now I've got reference in terms of something to tap into, in terms of knowing you, in terms of our connection. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in the beginning stage, it may sound a little bit like, no, it's Mbali. Because first of all, I don't know how you are when you talk to your friends. I don't know what how, and obviously, again, like you may call it trauma, which it may be true. It may be trauma because from experience, but what other reference do you have to pull from in terms of dealing with the opposite sex?
But Silla, you're not listening to me, my love.
Okay.
I've already told you that me and this man have had conversation, conversation, and he told me about his childhood traumas.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So now you have an altercation with your artists. You can't sit me down and say, this is what's happening.
So basically, but still though, I mean, now you are eluding the fact that the person was able to tell you about their past.
And I told him about mine.
And that's easy. Like it's easy to tell somebody.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, yes, it's easy depending on what you went through.
No, because it's the past. Okay, fine. Maybe what happened in the past is maybe
talked about.
Yes.
It's something that he will never discuss with anybody, even if they paid him.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The things he told me about his family, I doubt it's something he'll ever repeat.
Yes.
So, and mind you, we're in a relationship for 2 years. already, and you opening up, you're telling me these things.
Yeah.
Like, you know me.
Okay, then let me ask you then. Why do you think he was not able to be honest with you? If he was able to tell you all of that stuff, why do you think he was not able to be honest with you in the present moment?
Because of his ego.
What about his ego?
When I think about it now, and after my therapy sessions, is that he has lost a lot.
Okay.
In his life. And he's so scared that if he opens up and tells the truth, he will lose everything.
Okay.
This is me understanding who he is in my therapy sessions.
Okay.
And this is me forgiving him. Because I have forgiven him. So that's what I discovered. Every time he attaches, every time he holds on to something, he will do anything to make sure he doesn't lose it. Whether it's doing it in a good way, whether he's doing it in a toxic way, whether he's doing it in a beautiful way, he will do it. He doesn't know, okay, I'm doing this in a bad way now, it's going to hurt Silo. Yeah. He doesn't know, oh my God, I'm traumatizing, or I'm being toxic to Silo right now. But at that time, his first instinct is like, okay, I'm going to lose Silo. Let me do this.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why you think he was not able to tell you? That's
why I think he wasn't able to tell me. He was scared I was going to be like, ha!
So he was afraid of losing you?
He was. He was.
So in that regard, does it make understanding a little bit better? Or you still be like, I know, fuck it, I don't care?
If he was... Okay, another thing about him, Silo, there's something so... I don't want to be emotional about this. There's nothing more difficult. You see, you have a great relationship with your mom, right? Right?
100%.
And your mom has been there with you since day one.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the situation for him.
Okay.
And I don't want to go into depths of what he told me about his trauma experiences. Childhood trauma experiences, actually. But he has a you know, when you have a loving heart, and this is a tricky one, guys. This is very important. So it's very important when you get into a relationship, you need to distinguish this thing. Distinguish a person that has love, that is willing to give love, but they don't know how to, because they've never experienced it.
Okay. I would say like a lot of people are like that, actually.
You reckon? I wouldn't know, because now I know. But before him, I didn't know. I still know.
I mean, and the reason I'm saying that is because, I mean, the concept of, which is why obviously, you know, like there's always this whole talk of like a nuclear family, that in most cases, you know, a father is usually the idea of how a daughter sees. I mean, a father is almost like the first male figure that a girl falls in love with or is in love with. You know, so in terms of how a girl relates to his father, is usually how they're going to relate to men in general. Vice versa with a son and their mother as well. You know, because like those are the individuals that we look up to as we grow up. So they kind of paint the ideal of how a relationship's supposed to be. So usually if it's a toxic relationship that you have, then ideally that you might carry that throughout your adult life. And then also vice versa with girls as well. Because if you look at girls as well, how they relate to men, if you tie it back to the kind of relationship they have with their father or the kind of relationship they had with whoever was the male figure with them growing up, it kind of connects to that as well.
Yeah.
So it plays an important factor. And that's why sometimes it's almost like, you know, that nuclear structure is I would say important.
It's extremely important.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah. So it plays a huge part in just terms of how we engage with the opposite sex.
And it's also very significant that you heal from it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Before you pursue any relationship. Yeah. It's very important.
But like how often do people even take that journey?
with you see with him, he never had a father figure.
Okay.
He never had a mother figure. Ukoko was always there for him. But Ukoko.
Yeah.
And Ukoko's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Never gonna replace your mother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when he sees a woman, he wants to love, but he doesn't know how to do it. And when he's already in love with that woman and he gets the love back, it overwhelms him.
He doesn't know what to do with it.
He panics.
Okay.
He panics, and a lot of men do that. A lot of men do that.
Yeah. So then how would you say men need to move with that? Because especially when you say like a lot of men do that, then I'm assuming that if majority of men, this is how they handle situations of love and trauma, and and you obviously, like, this whole conversation started with how do men manage or work around career women, independent women who are self-efficient. Because I've dated an independent woman, I've dated a career woman, and one thing I realized is that a lot of career women, they're very masculine, most of them.
I'm not. I'm so soft.
I beg to differ on that one.
How would you know, Silo? We've never dated.
No, but like knowing you as who you are, come on.
You think I'm masculine in a relationship?
Yes.
In what way?
In terms of, I would think that you have strong opinions on things, and I understand that because as a career and independent woman, you've had to have that to make decisions, to be able to make money. I mean, making money is a masculine trait.
Here's a trick that I've always mastered. And ladies, independent women, career women, this is the trick.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
I have strong opinions.
Yeah.
And I can, from a face value, before you even utter what you're going to say, sometimes I'm a 90% right. I'm 90% right, and I know what you're going to say. I know that. Right?
Okay.
And I let you say what you need to say. This is it.
Like from an approach, like
no, not from
dating,
approach, like in a relationship,
Okay.
or even in a work relationship.
Yeah.
And then we have a certain topic that we're talking about, right? Or a circumstance, and then you will come and you will share your opinion about how you feel about the situation, Silone.
Yes.
So this is how I've learned to master it, right? You can have or say how you feel or share your opinion.
Yeah.
Right? In the boardroom table. Am I saying this right? In the boardroom table. In the boardroom.
All right.
Let me just say in the boardroom.
In the boardroom, yeah.
In the boardroom.
Boardroom. Yes.
In the boardroom, Silo.
Yeah.
I promise you, I will listen to you. You will say your part. And I will respond in an intelligent way, also in a respectful way.
Okay.
Right? When I'm in a relationship with you, the red flag of, remember now, he's saying this, you disagree, but it's how you say it.
Well, how you respond? How you respond.
Don't just respond and say your opinion. Must put it in a cheesy way.
So basically,
where it's not going to bruise your ego.
Oh, so you know how to cater to the man's ego.
I know how to cater
to the man's ego.
I know how to cater.
But then it does not remove the fact that you do have masculine traits.
I do have masculine traits. Okay. I do have them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would, like right now, I'm in a relationship. But I would hear a good, now this guy, my man is going offline now. I could just hear him. But because I know he's a man, and if I come to him at the rage he's at right now, he's not going to hear me.
Okay.
So I choose to hold back. Not that I don't have a voice, I do. I will hold back my opinion, listen more to what he's saying, try to understand where he's coming from. And then later on, or 2 days later, when he's in a good mood and we're chilling and we're having a great time, then I'm going to bring it up in a funny way, in a humor way. So it's, but my love,
Give me an example, though. Okay, example,
example,
yeah, like a practical example, because maybe you can,
yes,
like you say,
let me give you a beautiful example.
You're giving women ideas here, so let's see.
Right now, I'm in a relationship still, ne?
By the way, how long has been your relationship now?
October.
You dated this, or you started dating?
So I was
this guy?
single.
So so when you say October, it's like officially girlfriend or dating. The first time you met this guy.
No, like officially, I've met him before.
By the way, I mean, like, we're in 2023, 2024 now.
October, November, December, January. So it's been 4 months.
How are relationships made official in today's day?
It depends who you're dating. Like I told you, it's a spiritual thing, and it's also a maturity thing, and it's an age thing. Like you sit down with your person and you say, listen, we've been doing dates for the past 2 months. You know, consistently. You know, I mean, I see you every Wednesday. We call each other every Thursday, or I mean, we call each other every day, and then we do other things. But I just want to know if can we take it a step further. You know, you have guys that still do that.
Is that a guy who doesn't like? Was that
it's
what
not a guy? It's a man.
Sorry,
men do that.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he sat me down, took me out to dinner, and said, "Listen, I've known you for this long, and we only started going to our first date on this day, and it's never stopped. We had a date every week."
Did you know this guy prior?
Yes, I did.
For a long time.
Yes, for a long time. But
how long are we talking here?
Knowing is not like I know you.
No, but how long did you know him, though?
First met him in 2019.
Okay.
But at that time, he was married.
Okay. But you guys still had some sort of relationship of sorts, friendship or whatever you want to
No, it wasn't even a relationship. It was a, hi, how are you? Because he's a very nice guy. Very nice guy. How you? Good? Great. And when I would go to his place, so he's got a pub.
Okay.
And I'll bump into him with my guy friends, and he would be so nice to me. But at that time, he never pursued me because he was in a marriage.
Okay.
He was married.
So then I'm assuming he's divorced now.
No, he's not divorced. His wife passed on.
Oh, so okay, cool.
Yeah.
And this was I'm just trying to establish like time frame as well, because I mean, sometimes women will say all these great things about the person who they're dating, and then only to find out they probably had an unfair advantage with somebody who you knew. So already they had familiarity, already they had rapport. So it was easier for them to kind of come with that approach of like, listen, even if maybe it becomes official, like if you and I dated, or let me say for whatever reason, like
me and you dating. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm just giving an example that if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, I'm like, you know what, I want to date him,
Actually, I would date you.
No, but I'm trying to paint a picture here.
Okay, paint a picture, but I'm just letting you know I would date you.
Of course, I know you would. Come on.
Not because.
I know you would.
You've got a beautiful heart.
But that's what I'm saying. I know you would because of just how we get along. If it was to ever get.
And
to
you're very sober. You are that guy. You are that guy. Like. So sorry for your exes.
Well, anyway, sorry for them. But as I was saying, that so my example was just to kind of show you how sometimes there is that thing of like familiarity,
comfortability,
where, understanding where it's like now you don't feel like you're starting from zero.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's easy. Like let's say if you're as I was saying, that if you're now maybe to say like, Mbali, let's go on a couple of dates, and then maybe after a couple of dates, then maybe after a month or two, I was like, I think we need to like tie this thing down and just make it official. I'll be able to do that because I'm not only gauging you from these couple of dates. I already know you, the kind of person you are.
So you see, you get what I'm saying. There's guys that do that.
Yes. But no, but what I'm trying to say is that also the guys who do that, they've got something that's working for them, which is familiarity, the rapport that they have.
They've got a reference.
If it was a new guy you met, which is what I'm asking, like, did you know him before?
Yes, I did know him before.
That's what I'm saying. And even with like whatever situation he was in, but there was still a bit of knowing each other.
Yeah.
I kind of know the kind of person he is.
But not like me and you.
Yeah. So he wasn't starting from zero when he was
I knew of him. I knew about him.
Yes.
But I've met him.
Yes.
But we've never.
Yeah, well, but I mean, like, it's almost like colleagues.
I've had conversations with him.
Yeah.
But it's never like now I know you that like that.
It's like when you date a colleague, man. I mean, colleagues will get together because of familiarity, because of seeing each other a lot of times and being able to like. By the way, just going back to what you were saying, so you guys would see each other every week. I mean, every day. I mean, every week.
We would see each other once a week because he's a busy man. I'm a busy woman.
Yeah, of course.
So we'd see each other once a week.
So you'd make time for each other,
but we'll talk to each other every day. And what I liked about him, going back to my principles, what I look for in a relationship, I was the first person he spoke to in the morning and the last person he spoke to at night before he went to bed. Little things like that.
Oh, so you hope.
Fuck you.
Hey, you know.
Hey, that's my reality.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
And you know what's funny? And the reason I'm saying that because for me, I remember I was speaking with the guys the other day and I was like nowadays because of technology as well, it's like there's so much opportunity that if a girl, you can, or me, I can stop chatting to the girl who I'm interested in or the girl who I'm dating or 9. And you might speak to 5 other guys before you even go to sleep midnight because of technology, right?
100%.
So it's almost like you have this thing of like doubt or a bit of you can call it
insecurities.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, Silo, about myself. My instincts are never wrong.
But still, though,
my instincts I know I was the last person to speak to him. I know it.
But let's be honest, though. It's like you like to believe it.
I believe it.
Yes.
And it's my reality.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
You like to believe it. And I think what works within your favor is that in terms of the way he moves, he doesn't create doubt of that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yes, see the way he moves.
You see, so there's there's always assurance.
Oh, 100%. And sometimes it doesn't need what's that affirmation?
Which one?
The one that you need to consistently say to someone that I love you. There's a word for.
Say the word.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that for me, but his actions do it for me. So it's like a 2-in-1.
Is it? Okay.
So he's hitting 2 birds with 1 stone.
So would you say like is that your love language? You're the whole
100%.
But
you know my love language is.
I do, but I won't lie. At this point in time, you're asking me.
Let me tell you,
I think those words,
all of them, all 5 of them are my love languages.
No,
on different.
There's always the hierarchy of love language.
All of them.
Let's be honest. There's always a hierarchy.
You know what people don't understand. This is what people don't understand about the love languages.
The whole thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but when you are really into someone. And you're really, really like investing in this person, you find yourself doing all 5 of them. You do all 5 of them? Yeah. For him? Batung.
Okay.
That's me. You see, I don't play. When I love, I love, and I love hard.
I know a lot of girls are like that actually. Like girls, like when they
I find myself doing something. Sometimes I shock myself.
Yeah, no.
That's why when we are done, oh, you're gonna miss me.
Oh yeah.
You gonna miss me.
Oh,
that it's guaranteed. You gonna miss me because I go all out. I find myself telling this person how I feel, expressing myself. I find myself gifting a man.
Wow.
I do gift you, darling. I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
and not just you. If you come with a baggage, a child, I find myself buying your child stuff.
I think that's the thing about you, career independent women. You guys, like, when you really love guys,
You don't even no. You don't even have to. It's not even a career thing. If you genuinely love, sometimes it's not even buying.
okay.
It's not even buying. If I'm not working and I know it's my mom's birthday, I know it's Silo's birthday, I will make sure I go to Silo, even if it's a beautiful card, even if it's me making him breakfast, getting a rose from the garden, you know, just to say, baby. It doesn't have to be me going to Giorgio Armani and getting you shades.
Yeah, well, like I said, like, you're a minority, man. Like, the game is different out here, man, and it's like
It's different. It's different.
it's rough, and that's what I'm saying. Like you're a real commodity to a point where, like, even the guy you're with now, I mean, like, it's only 4 months. You know, hopefully I'll make it into a year or even more. But it's like,
I hope this one is it. Hey? Yeah, Silo, I am tired.
Listen,
I am tired. But you know why? You know what? This is why therapy is important, guys.
Yeah.
This is why therapy is important. Just when I thought I'm done, focus on my businesses, focus on my career, focus on my clients, focus on my family and my every person I love. I was like, I'm gonna focus on that. But with him and therapy helping, just made me realize, oh, why must I now? Who's the winner in the situation? Who's the winner? Me,
so would you
or
encourage
him,
therapy?
or my past experience?
So would you encourage therapy for everyone, right?
Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, with guys, like, therapy becomes one of those cringe things. But it's interesting to find that you feel like therapy helped you get to the space that you're at now. You know, but then again, does therapy have to be in that kind of scenario, or can it be just somebody who you can talk to? Can it be family?
I needed it. It depends.
Oh,
everyone's different.
You needed a stranger.
I needed. Silla, I was going after your friend. I was losing it. I was losing it. I was suffering from anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
I was suffering from depression.
Yeah.
So for me, and I've just given birth.
Yeah.
You know, that man traumatized me so bad, and I'm such a winner because I don't hate him and I've forgiven him.
Good, man.
Sue has forgiven him, by the way. Gives him.
I feel like we're gonna be bleeping out people's names out here, but like, hey, we don't want to be out here putting
but
people on
that's my
blast.
truth.
No,
That's
but-
my truth.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have to go that deep. But what do you know? It's just, you know, baby. As from
But it's the truth.
we're not out here trying to, you know, which okay, it is a truth, and obviously we're trying to get to.
I'm
understand the
transparent
truth.
like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, look, we've been at it for over an hour now, so just to close it out.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah,
It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's that's just how good I am. But you know,
You are my friend. You are.
but you know what? I think maybe just to close it out, what kind of advice, what kind of message would you like to encourage women on? The women who are probably have been in your situation, who have dealt with projects, who probably have experienced the kind of journey you have, you know, like, just what kind of any parting words would you give females or even guys, whichever one?
Nah, I'm gonna give it to females. Y'all niggas better figure your lives out. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Figure your lives out. I'm gonna give this one to all the women out there.
This obviously will be, you know, imagine like when we short clip this and we start posting it, maybe like when we promote the episode, like let it be something that you feel will be essential.
This is what I have to say to each and every woman out there is that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fall. It's okay to make bad decisions. I want to also say that it's also okay to self-introspect, to look at yourself and figure out where you also went wrong. It's very important to also take accountability, because relationships, at the end of the day, it's a two-way street.
Yeah, they're not easy.
All right? So figure yourself out as well. Figure out your mistakes. Phone them. Find out, what did I do wrong? What's that one thing you didn't like about me when I was in that relationship? Write it down. Go through that. You know? It's okay to beat yourself up every day sometimes for the bad decisions you make. But the most important thing is resilience and forgiving yourself before anybody else. Forgive yourself. Because with my relationships and the bad decisions I've made, I've realized that I had to forgive myself before forgiving them. And it's a cliche thing to say that everything happens for a reason. But if I look back now where I'm at in my life, I wouldn't change anything, because the woman I am now, Silo,
it's too much.
It's too much. Still going to be too much.
Yeah, no, that's decent. Yeah,
it's too much. So everything that is happening to you, it has to happen, and let life unfold. And as it unfolds, pick up the mistakes, pick up the good things,
Yeah.
and learn from them and make yourself a better person. And just because you've made 50 mistakes doesn't mean you're not going to make 10 more mistakes after that. You still are.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's life. I'm in a journey where I'm trying love again.
Congrats.
I'm trying love again. It's not easy.
It's not, right?
It's not, especially having to tell yourself every day that, listen, my love, don't crucify the current guy you're with. Don't judge him based on your past relationships. Yes, sometimes maybe the patterns may be the same. Yes, you must be cautious. It's okay. But don't crucify him before he gives you a reason to crucify.
It's fine. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, listen, it's a new year, man. It's like there's so many possibilities for this year, man. I was like, it can go either way. Could be the best year, or could be a year of lessons, more lessons.
I do want to say the last thing.
Okay, cool.
From a friendship perspective, now I'm talking to you. Katelo kulma umcholo.
Okay.
You might show me, right?
Yes.
I love you so much. And you are one of the people in my list. I can say, if you're not number 2, you're number 3, because of your beautiful heart. You are so genuine, Silo. You're a beautiful human being. Yes, you're not perfect.
No one is.
Yeah, but you're okay. And I love you so much, and you're doing so well. And I will support you as a friend. I will support you as a sister. I will support you financially. I will support you in everything that you need to do. You must know that I'm here for you.
I appreciate that.
That's how much I love you.
I appreciate that, man. Oh my God.
Stop it. Oh, and by the way, don't ever mix gin for me, because this thing is disgusting.
You know what? Listen. Next time you come through, or
I'm
next time we
bring
do another
my
episode,
champagne, neighbor.
come with your situations,
bottle.
yes, so that you are nice. And but you know what? I mean, like, considering, man, like, thank you for coming through. Number one, appreciate you always, and I'm glad that we're able to do this, man. I mean, like, we've spoken about this for a couple of times.
Yeah.
So
for a year.
It was only right that you get on one of these episodes properly. And yeah, like I said, I think, like, this year it's going to be a year of beautiful things, and I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, let's just kill it, man. Let's see what happens.
Let's kill it.
So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Mbali said a mouthful, so send your comments. Anything you may want to say or ask, or maybe encourage. We'll be out here, comment and everything, and subscribe. And yeah, man, thank you for joining us, man. Peace out. Awesome.